What's up, everybody? What's going on? Let me turn my computer off here. This is my TNA Impact on Pop review for the live edition of TNA Impact on Pop. It was supposed to be live starting at 8 p.m. my time. Well, I didn't see it live because of an issue, technical difficulties that I guess Pop TV had. I don't think it was Impact Wrestling's fault. I really don't think it was their fault. I truly believe it was Pop TV's fault for what happened tonight. For Impact on Pop not being on the air for 1 hour and 51 minutes. It was not on the air. And I was going to rant and yell and scream and shout and probably get really angry. I was going to rant about the technical difficulties issue, but I don't feel like it anymore. I don't have the energy in me to rant about it. Who really cares? I mean, I care, but I'm sure this is a one-time thing. It better not ever happen again to TNA on Pop TV, because if it does, that's a bad fucking sign. It probably means that Pop TV doesn't want Impact if they go out again. So, the thing that pissed me off, I will say, about the technical difficulties, the thing that really pissed me off was, first off, Impact was off the air, and it wasn't started by 8:05. And I was like, that's when I got on Twitter, and I was like, what the fuck? Why isn't Impact on Pop started yet? They kept running commercial after commercial over and over and over and over, the same 4 commercials over and over and over and over. It's fucking ridiculous. They kept running a 70s show commercial. That got super annoying real fast. They kept running an Impact Wrestling commercial. That got super annoying really fast. And by the way, that Impact Wrestling commercial that Pop TV runs, talking about wrestling is ballet with violence. Well, you can make up a new commercial, TNA or Pop TV. You can make up a new fucking commercial and show Impact Wrestling without guys like Eric Young and Bobby Roode, who are no longer there. And Kurt Angle was even in one of the shots that their Impact promo saying, "Watch Impact on Pop, 8 p.m. Central." Yeah, they kept running that Impact Wrestling commercial saying, watch Impact live. Not live, but watch Impact every Tuesday night. And you kept running it and running it and running it. And then you were like slapping the wrestling fans, slapping the TNA fans that are still left and still decide to support TNA and watch TNA Pop TV. That was like a slap in the face. That was fucking stupid to keep running a TNA promo when TNA wasn't on the air. But you kept saying, watch it every Tuesday, but it wasn't on the air tonight, you dumb fucks. So I don't know why you kept promoting it. Anyways, TNA said on their Twitter that the issue was Pop TV's issue. And whenever they got it, and Pop TV told TNA whenever they resolved it that they would let people know on Twitter and it would be back on the air. I actually tweeted, well, first off, Impact on Pop did come back around probably 8:09, 9 minutes, 10 minutes into the show. They actually came on, and Bobby Lashley was in the ring. Or first, Jeff Hardy and Eli Drake were going to have a match to kick off the show for the King of the Mountain title. But I didn't get to see that. I saw it in the replay when they finally got to run the entire show, and I finally watched it. Anyways, I watched it because I support the men and women, the hard-working wrestlers and knockouts. I support them in TNA. That's why I watched it and stayed up. Or that's why I just watched them later, because I support the talent. Everything TNA does as a company, a lot of it I don't support. The dumb, stupid-ass decisions they make with money and business-wise. I don't agree with a lot of it, and I think they should change and do a lot of different things. But the talent is not the problem. I support the talent, and I always will. That's why I continue to support TNA, because I like guys like EC3, Rockstar Spud, the Wolves, the Knockouts, Decay I like, Rosemary I like, Jeff Hardy I'm a fan of, Drew Galloway I'm a fan of. There's a couple others, Eli Drake I'm a fan of. So I support TNA because of the talent that they have. Anyways, so Lashley was cutting a promo, and then he was on for about 1 minute, and it cut off. Pop TV cut it off, went back to commercials. The same fucking commercials running over and over and over 500 times. Which I got fed up around 30-40 minutes into waiting and hearing these commercials on Pop. I got fucking fed up, and I turned it to MLB Network to watch the Cubs game. I'm not a fan of the Cubs, but I just watched the Cubs versus the Nationals. And then I start watching 30 for 30 on ESPN, OJ Made in America. So then it actually came back. Impact on Pop after, I don't know, 2-3 minutes, it came back again. And Bobby Lashley was still in the ring cutting his promo with the world title. If you people didn't know, Bobby Lashley won the world title at Slammiversary 2 nights ago. He's the new TNA world champ. So Lashley was talking, and I was trying to listen, but it was in fucking slow motion. It was in slow motion. Bobby Lashley's promo was in slow motion. Pop TV had major issues with the audio. It was bad audio, and it was in slow motion. Bobby Lashley was talking in slow motion like this. He's holding the mic, turning his head, moving his arms, like he was in fucking slow motion. It pissed me off. That's all I gotta say. It pissed me off. So then I turned Pop TV off again. Now I went back to it. And for 4 times, it came back. Once, it came back for me, and EC3 was backstage talking to Drew Galloway about the world title match. And then it cut out again. And then a 4th time, it came back, and Impact on Pop cut out again. And a 5th time, 5 times I counted, it came back and cut off. And then it's cut off for good. After the 5th time, after Drew and EC3 backstage, it cut off for probably 40 or 50 minutes or longer. Probably an hour, 40 minutes then. It did not come back once. Anyways, now I'm going to talk about the show. But Impact on Pop, the beginning, the first hour, 51 minutes of the show was Impact Blackout. It was ridiculous. Pop TV, that's what I think of you. You better fix your fucking issues and never have that happen again. Because that was just fucking ridiculous and totally uncalled for. Impact on Pop. TNA Impact Wrestling has run live shows before on your network, Pop TV. They've run live shows probably once a month since they started in January. But no, Pop TV, I don't know what your problem was. Maybe the problem couldn't be fixed for an hour 51 minutes, but it still pissed me the fuck off. And Pop TV actually tweeted me. Because I don't know, I probably bashed them. I said something about them. I said, you better fucking get Impact back on soon. First, I had someone from Canada tweet me and tell me TNA Impact on Pop was actually playing in Canada. It was on the air because it was on a different network. I believe it was on Fight TV, Fight Network, or some network that's called some Fight Network in Canada. So TNA was live in Canada. Because I had someone tell me that. Because in Canada, TNA is not on Pop TV. They're on a different network. But in America, in the U.S., in the States, TNA is on Pop TV to watch. But not tonight. You couldn't watch it live. You couldn't watch it at the time it was supposed to start. So it was a Pop TV problem. I bashed them on Twitter in a tweet. I didn't bash TNA. I just said, please fix the fucking problem. But I did bash Pop TV because they fucking deserved it. So then Pop TV, surprisingly, they tweeted me back and said, please stay with us. Please stay with us. We're going to get the show back on soon and show it in its entirety without a lot of commercials. That was good. I'm happy Pop TV decided to show it without commercials because it went by a lot fucking faster. So Pop TV tweeted me. That was pretty funny. Now on to Impact on Pop. The replay, I guess. Because they couldn't show it live because they had the fucking issues. I don't know what kind of technical issues they had. I don't care. I just want to see TNA on the air the time it's supposed to be on the air. Anyways, and I was looking forward to it tonight because it was live. I was looking forward to watching it live. Up first, we had Jeff Hardy versus Eli Drake in a King of the Mountain title match. Eli Drake defended, retained the King of the Mountain title by DQ because Matt Hardy interfered. Matt Hardy should have not even appeared on this Impact, but he did. He appeared and he's still alive. So I thought Jeff killed him at Slammiversary, but I guess not. And I thought Matt would go away for 1 or 2 months, but he has not. He's still here. He's still around like a fucking cockroach. You can't kill Matt Hardy. You keep stepping on the guy, stepping on him. He keeps running away and moving. So Jeff could not kill his brother. Matt Hardy's like a cockroach. The guy doesn't die. And the guy doesn't go away either. So then Matt interferes, costing Jeff the King of the Mountain title. Jeff Hardy was pissed. He grabs a mic, cuts a promo. First, Matt Hardy cut a promo on his stupid ass, weird ass character. How he talks, it's weird and it's disturbing and it's stupid. And then he brings up Brother Nero because he has to say that when he cuts a promo. And then Jeff was pissed. So Jeff and Matt are going back and forth on the mic. Jeff Hardy is pissed, says tonight he's going to end Matt Hardy and he's going to end him right now. He goes to the outside of the ring. Matt Hardy is up in the staircase, like 2 flights of stairs up above the Impact Zone, so Jeff Hardy's pissed. He starts setting up a table outside of the staircase. And he basically says he's going to jump off the top of the staircase and take out Matt Hardy for good. But Matt Hardy then says on the mic, "You're a coward. Why do you need a table? You don't need a table. Come fight me like a man." So then Jeff runs up the stairs, and they're probably 20 feet up. At least 20 feet up, maybe 15 feet, fighting on the staircase of the Impact Zone. And then Rebby, Matt's wife, interferes, gets on the staircase, sprays a fire extinguisher in Jeff Hardy's eyes. So he could not see, could not fight. Matt Hardy beat him up. Rebby interfered again, I believe, sprayed him again with the fire extinguisher. Then Matt Hardy, Jeff was laying his stomach across the railing. and it was a steel railing. I'm sure very slippery. If you would slide down it, you would probably go down real fast. Anyways, he was laying on it with his stomach, and then Matt pushed Jeff. He went sliding down the railing with his body. He went flying down the railing, and then he fell through a table. After he fell off the railing, he goes through a table. So then Matt Hardy looks all happy on the staircase. And as I said, he flew down, went sliding down the railing on his stomach, and fell through the table. Up next, we had Matt Hardy backstage in a fucking weird-ass promo. It wasn't creepy, it was just weird. He was talking about how he's going to take out Jeff next week in a 6 sides of steel cage match on Impact on Pop. So next week it's Matt Hardy versus Hardy again, this time in a 6 sides of steel. Hopefully the feud fucking ends there. It should have ended at Slammiversary. So Matt Hardy does a stupid promo, and it ends very stupidly where he looks like he's about to start barking like a dog. He's going like this. It was stupid as hell. He's putting his teeth together like it was just stupid. And it was weird. I hate Matt Hardy's new character. I fucking hate it. It is super annoying. Up next, we had an X Division title match because tonight's Impact on Pop was called Gold Rush. Why is it called Gold Rush? Because we had 4 titles on the line. Trevor Lee, former X Division champion, pretty good worker, pretty damn good X Division wrestler. Trevor Lee, former champion, challenging Eddie Edwards for the X Division championship. Eddie Edwards retains. Decent match, pretty good match. Gregory Shane Helms was back at ringside with Trevor Lee because Gregory Helms, I guess, TNA officials allowed him at ringside tonight because now he's got his manager's license, or that's what they said. He's got his manager's license. Next we had, so I said Eddie Edwards wins, retains the X Division championship against Trevor Lee. Up next we had the Bromans backstage in a promo in a locker room, and the Bromans were looking at an iPad. Jesse Goddard was looking at an iPad. He was saying, hey, bro, check this out, Robbie. I can go through this, and we can go to every camera in the Impact Zone, like Big Brother, whatever that show's on Pop TV, Big Brother. I think it's called Big Brother After Dark or something. So Jesse Goddard basically it was just to promote Big Brother on Pop TV. So he's going through his iPad, said we can go to Decay's camera. We can go to the cafeteria. And then they went into Raquel's dressing room. Their trainer, Raquel. Former Tough Enough competitor from last year's Tough Enough. Pretty hot chick. Has a great body. Anyways, Raquel, they show her in her dressing room. She's on camera. And the Bromans are getting excited, looking at her on the camera. And then they show her, she starts taking her dress off. And they show her back. And then they cut the camera off. So that would have been nice to see if they would have kept the camera on her long enough to see her get nude. But that would have never happened. I'm just saying. I wouldn't have mind if they kept the camera on her a bit longer. Anyways, up next we had a EC3 and Bobby Lashley backstage promo. EC3 Bobby Lashley facing off in a backstage promo. They're I think they're building between a Lashley EC3 feud over the world title. I think that's the direction TNA's going in. Because they teased a lot of EC3 is going to face Bobby Lashley in the future sometime tonight. They teased a lot of it. Up next, we had Dixie Carter come out and announce the next TNA Hall of Fame inductee for 2016. TNA's Hall of Fame doesn't mean that much, but it means something to them, I'm sure, because it's the TNA Hall of Fame. They only put 1 or 2 people in it a year. maybe in the future they could put some more people in it. But for now, 1 or 2 people, I'm okay with that. A year. Dixie Carter comes out, says this person really, really deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I had no clue who it was going to be. Maybe Jerry Lynn, former X Division champion. I think he held the NWA tag titles with AJ Styles. Could have been, I don't know. Can't be Samoa Joe or AJ Styles. It's not going to be those guys because they work for WWE. Some people thought it might be Kevin Nash. I did not. And I didn't think it'd be Gail Kim, but I'm happy it was. Dixie announced the next member of the 2016 TNA Hall of Fame is Gail Kim, legendary TNA Knockout. Has been there since late 2005 or 4. She's been there. Or the summer of 2005, I think, is when Gail Kim appeared. Anyways, Gail Kim really deserves to be in the TNA Hall of Fame. She's one of the greatest knockouts of all time. She's had a 16-year wrestling career. She is the first ever Knockouts champion. She has won 300 TV matches in TNA. She's also a 5-time Knockouts champion. But most importantly, Gail Kim is the first ever Knockouts champion. She has had a great career in TNA. Congratulations, Gail Kim. You deserve it. Thank you, Gail. You really deserve it. Up next, we had a Decay backstage promo from Decay. They were defending the tag titles tonight. Decay in a backstage promo. Usually they're always pretty good. Next we had Marty Bell. Marty Bell is being interviewed, I believe, by JB, asking why did you do what you did to Jade at Slammiversary, because Marty Bell turned on Jade at Slammiversary, screwed her out of the Knockouts title. I didn't mention it on my Slammiversary review, but Marty Bell, former Dollhouse member, former tag team partners with Jade. Marty Bell turned on Jade at Slammiversary. So tonight we heard from Marty Bell. She said she was sick of basically not being in the spotlight because Jade won the Knockouts title, and Marty Bell claims that Jade then left her and won't even talk to her anymore after she became champion. Whatever. Marty Bell's pissed that I guess wasn't Knockouts champion. Whatever. Then Jade comes out and faces off with her. They start brawling. They start beating the crap out of each other, and it's pretty awesome backstage. I believe Jade put Marty Bell through a table, or she fell through something and fell on the floor. And then Jade picks up a wrench. Looked like a wrench. She starts going at Marty Bell with a wrench, saying, "I'm going to take your ass out," and going at her with a wrench. Like she's going to bash her head in. But TNA officials break it up and they hold Jade back. So Jade and Marty Bell, I'm sure they'll start feuding very soon, and we'll see a one-on-one match between Marty Bell and Jade on Impact. Up next, we had a Decay, the tag team title, 4-way. Tag team titles on the line. Decay defending with Rosemary, defending against the Tribal. Al Snow's team, whatever the Tribal, that's their names. Grado and Mahabi Sheeran, they were in the tag title match, and the fourth team was the Bromans. For the tag titles, Decay wins. Pretty decent fatal 4-way tag title match. Is pretty decent, and it was entertaining. I'm glad Decay wins because they should be tag champs for a while longer. I like them as tag champs. And Rosemary, she fits really well with Decay. I like the work that she's done with her character. Next, we had a Maria. After Decay retained, we had a Maria and Miracle promo backstage. They were both pissed. They were ready to leave the Impact Zone. They were about to leave, pack their bag. They had their bags packed. They were about to leave. But Michael Bennett said, no. Or thing Maria. said to her husband, excuse me, she said, no, we're not going to leave. We're not leaving. I'm not leaving. And they were both pissed off. And then they eventually would go out to the ring. After the angry Maria and Miracle promo, then we had a really angry Jeff Hardy promo. He was pissed off because of what Matt did. Jeff was basically yelling, screaming, saying, I'm going to end you in the 6 Sides of Steel next week. It was a good promo from Jeff Hardy. He showed a lot of passion and a lot of heart. Up next, out comes Maria and the Miracle to the ring. They come out and they're pissed. They're complaining on the microphone again. More complaining from them. They start ripping the fans, which was pretty funny. Start putting down the fans, and then out comes Billy Corgan. I gotta talk about Billy Corgan for a little bit. Supposedly, he paid for Slammiversary. He paid TNA's debts so Slammiversary could go on the air. I had no clue that they needed somebody to pay their debts. I don't know if they owe other companies money for borrowing money. I have no clue. But Billy Corgan paid for Slammiversary and the tapings. So Impact can tape, I guess, a month worth of TV. Or 2 months worth. I don't know. Billy Corgan, I know the guy's rich because of Smashing Pumpkins. He's made a lot of money. But paying, I don't know, putting his own money into TNA. And I guess he put his own money into TNA for Slammiversary and the tapings to go off. And to go on so they wouldn't have to be canceled and TNA wouldn't go under. I guess him paying for that probably got him 49% ownership of TNA Wrestling. Or Impact Wrestling, whatever you want to call it. So he paid out of his own pocket, I believe, his own savings. The guy paid for Slammiversary to go on the air. That's very nice of him. But I think he did get, for doing that, Dixie gave Billy Corgan 49% ownership in TNA Wrestling. So now Billy Corgan is half owner with Dixie Carter, half majority owner of TNA. If you don't know who Billy Corgan is, he's a really, really pale white guy with a bald head. He's the lead singer of Smashing Pumpkins. If you don't know his music or you never heard the name Smashing Pumpkins, well, I don't know. Look him up on YouTube. He did come out with some pretty damn good songs. Anyways, Billy Corgan owns 49% of Impact Wrestling now. I believe that's a fact, that he owns 49%. Sadly, Dixie Carter still owns 51%. That pisses me off. I wish Billy Corgan owned most of TNA. I wish he owned all of TNA. Because I guarantee you Billy Corgan would make better decisions than Dixie Carter. I think Billy Corgan is way, way smarter than Dixie Carter. Enough about Billy Corgan. So he comes out, talks to Maria and the Miracle, basically telling them to just shut up and be quiet. Stuff like that. But Maria is still pissed. Then Maria says on the mic, Dixie Carter's too scared. She won't come out here on her own to face me. So then Dixie Carter's music hits and she actually does come out and faces Maria. And I said this on Twitter. I am not ashamed of saying it on a video. Dixie Carter got in the ring. She had a skirt on, kind of short skirt. I think her legs looked good. I don't know how old she is. I think she's over 50 or 51 or maybe 52. I don't know. I don't care. Dixie Carter, to me, she looks good. I would bang her, but that's just me. Anyways, I put a tweet out and said Dixie looks good and I would bang her. Or I would hit that. And I would. I admit it, I would. If you people out there want, that's fine. You don't have to. Or you never will have to. And I never will have to either. I'm just saying She looked good for her age. Up next, or not up next, Dixie's in the ring face-to-face with Maria. Then Maria says, I could run TNA better than you, Dixie. That was pretty damn funny. And probably true. That was probably true. Or that probably is true. Maria probably could run TNA better. Because she probably has more brains than Dixie Carter when it comes to making decisions about wrestling and running a wrestling company. I would even trust Stephanie McMahon and Linda McMahon. I would trust them more than Linda McMahon running my company. But whatever. Dixie bragged before she brought out Gail Kim. Dixie bragged and said TNA is going into its 15th year. I'm surprised they even made it to 15 years. I'm still a fan of TNA, but I'm surprised they even made it. I thought they would have went under. And when they got off Spike TV and they were canceled by Destination America, got kicked off of there, I thought they might go under. Then this year, in the spring, I thought they might even go under. They could still go under. Hopefully they never do, because I don't want to see that. Anyways, Maria pissed off Dixie so much, Dixie snapped and slaps Maria. That was pretty good. That was pretty good and entertaining. Up next, we had the main event. Drew Galloway getting his Slammiversary title rematch against the champion Bobby Lashley. At Slammiversary, their match, in my opinion, was a little bit better. And a lot more hard-hitting because it was knockout or tap-out. So Slammiversary, their title match, was a little bit better and is more physical. But tonight was pretty physical also. During this match, you had a lot of stuff happen. First, you had Bobby Lashley wearing I'll call him Bobby Jordan because the guy had a white headband on, looking like Michael Jordan. And then you had EC3 on commentary. That was good. Bobby Lashley went to the outside of the ring, faced off with EC3, stared him. They both stared each other down. That was good stuff. And then after that, in the ring, Bobby Lashley rips the tape off of Drew Galloway's ribs and his back. He tears the medical tape off of Drew, so he exposes his back, his injured back and injured ribs that he was selling. Tears that tape off of him. Also, then Lashley locks in a crossface on Drew. I thought Drew was going to tap, but of course the guy has tremendous heart, tremendous passion. He did not tap. Instead, Drew broke out of the crossface. Broke out of it, reversed it, and picks Lashley up into a tombstone at Slammiversary. He tombstone Lashley, almost got the victory, but he did not. Picks him up in a tombstone, but then Lashley reverses the tombstone. And then it's reversed again by Drew. And Drew reverses, for a second time, he reverses out of a move, and then he hits a power driver on Bobby Lashley. That was good stuff. Then we had Drew hit a double drop kick, double feet to the ref's face. The ref was knocked out cold. I believe the ref was Earl Hebner. So the ref was knocked out cold. Then Bobby Lashley speared Drew Galloway, but the ref was knocked out. So there was no ref to do a 3 count. Then EC3 grabs a chair, gets in the ring, attacks Bobby Lashley, and then accidentally, before he attacked Lashley, EC3 missed Lashley. EC3 missed Lashley, hit Drew with a steel chair in the back. Drew is in a lot of pain, falls down. Then Lashley spears EC3 and throws him out of the ring. Or EC3 gets speared, falls out of the ring. The finish was then, basically after getting hit with that chair, Drew Galloway was out. He was not coming back from that. He was not going to kick out. Then the ref wakes up, and Bobby Lashley, the TNA World Champion, locks on a head and arm triangle. Same move he did at Slammiversary. The head and arm triangle choke. Put it on. Bobby Lashley wins and retains the TNA World title. Pretty good main event. Slammiversary, Lashley, Galloway, in my opinion, was better. But tonight, it wasn't bad. Impact on Pop, the replay, because we all know it didn't run live in America. But anyways, Impact on Pop, the replay, what I watched, I would give it a rating from 1 to 10. I'd say tonight's show was a 6.5. 6.5 for tonight's Impact on Pop. Might have been a little bit higher if I got to see it live. Pop TV, that's what I think you fix your shit so this never happens again on a night that TNA is actually running Impact live. Had to happen at the worst fucking time when TNA was running live. But you had to fuck it all up, Pop TV, so fucking screw you, you dumb bastards. Follow me on Twitter. Hope you enjoyed my Impact on Pop review. It was supposed to be Impact Live, but instead it's Impact Blackout. Follow me on Twitter if you'd like, at TNA WWE Guy, also at NXT WWE Guy, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're a wrestling fan, subscribe to my fucking channel. I would really appreciate it. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.